Hi everybody, I'm John Prost. I'm going into my community to see what makes it so special. Today, I'm at the Eastern Market in Detroit. There's really nothing quite like it. And who better to show me around than my very good friend, Ed Deeb. This one I don't know very well.
I don't either. Hello.
Hey, Ed!
You're just gonna yell for him?
Of course. Aren't you Eddie Deeb? You're Eddie Deeb. Everybody knows you. All his. You want to do any talking?
Get a picture with John and that.
You'll get plenty of that.
Welcome to Eastern Market.
Everyone knows Ed down here. He's founded the Eastern Market Corporation and is a big part of what makes this place really great. Another person that helps make the Eastern Market such a remarkable place is my other guest.
Change is coming, baby. Alani, the 2030s belong to us.
I'm talking, of course, about Dan Carmody. He's running this whole operation, and he's been kind enough to lend some of his time to this old man. This is Coffee Break with John Prost.
Well, we're glad that John Prost has been handling the cable TV at Grosse Pointe
I'm not handling a thing.
for years and years. He's done a great job. I'm glad it was a classmate of his at MSU.
Yeah, right. How long ago was that? A few years ago.
Yeah. We both got out around 1960.
Something in that area.
Yeah, in that area.
I was 5 years old. It's amazing. It'll be fine. We've got lots of room. State came out. What did you do then?
I got out of state and I was looking for a job, and the only job available was a assistant production manager at a newspaper called the Grocer Spotlight. And I stayed there for 2 years. The editor left. The publisher was worried, couldn't get anybody to write it. Asked me if I knew how to write. I said, yeah, and I became the editor in 2 years. Then after a couple of years, the Food Association lost its guy because he retired. They hired me and I ran that and took it from 98 members to 4,000 members in about 18 years. And then I left to form our own organization, Michigan Food and Beverage Association. And I was there until just recently, and that grew, and we had the Michigan Business and Professional. Now, during my tenure at the Food and Beverage, I got calls from Eastern Market. The guys there were thinking of leaving the market. They were thinking of closing the market. And I said, no, you can't do that. So we had a big meeting, and I sat in at the meeting, about 20, 25 people there. They said, we're not getting the business anymore. And I said, well, what are you doing to promote the business? They said, we're doing nothing. I said, well, that's why. You got to promote, you got to have events, you got to have contests, you got to have parades. Do you have an organization? No, we don't have an organization. You got to have one to deal with the city and the state and whatever. Otherwise, they ignore you. Would you do that for us? Would you said? I said, for $20, be happy to form your nonprofit corporation, which I did. A group of us formed the Eastern Market Corporation, a nonprofit corporation.
501c3.
501c3. Once we formed it, the first donation was $15 million.
You're kidding me.
A bank. No, I'm not kidding you. And and it's really beautiful now, and we're attracting a lot more produce people here. And they're open now different days of the week. They only used to be Saturday. Now it's Sunday, Tuesday, and Saturday,
Yeah,
and sometimes on a Thursday.
you get a lot of people, yeah.
See, that's drawing a lot of people to come
Hi.
to Eastern Market on a regular
You got
basis.
your hands full.
Hi. How are you? We started to increase the attendance at Eastern Market, and it started to grow.
All right, we're here on a non-Saturday. How many people come down on Saturday, Ed?
On a Saturday, I'd say 45, 50,000 back and forth. They don't all stay over
Yeah.
night or anything. And they're doing well.
Oh, yeah.
And all of the sheds have been cleaned and painted and beautified. And it's really nice. It's probably the third best farmers market in the country right now.
It's one of the largest, isn't it?
Largest,
Well, I tell you, we bring people here and we're amazed
right.
because of not only what's being sold, but just the old ambience of the market.
Right.
You got people there raising money, do instruments, you got all kinds
Right.
of stuff going on.
We're going there. Let's go to the right there.
Okay.
Okay, on the way out, we get some of those melons. They look good.
I know.
And before you know it, we eventually formed the Eastern Market Corporation, where we hired Dan Carmody. When we were at the Eastern Market Corporation, we're looking to hire somebody to run this new
Yes.
concept. And we interviewed Dan. Immediately, we knew he was the man for the job. I want you to know that. And
So why was that?
why? Because he had all this good he had the enthusiasm to want to do things and succeed. That's the man.
And he has succeeded.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's not an I, it's a we. This is all team. This is all teamwork.
Well, I fully expect Dan, somewhere along the line, to turn on the TV and see some famous musician, either violin or horn, and then they're interviewing them, and they say, how'd you ever get started doing this? And they say, well, I was at the Eastern Market when I was in my youth,
absolutely.
trying to raise some bucks, and here I am, I own the world. That's going to happen.
Well, it's happened already. Yosef Lateef, famous jazz player, has a couple of albums out, very highly regarded. He started playing on the bridge here at Eastern Market. So, street performers are part of the package here at Eastern Market. We organize them. No matter how brilliant or how pathetic, they have a role. For $10, you can become a lifetime street performer at Eastern Market. Come to the market office when you want to perform, and then you agree to our system, which designated areas with no longer than an hour.
I wasn't aware of that. I wasn't aware of that.
The idea is to make it look spontaneous, but to have a little bit of systems behind it.
Oh, it makes sense, yeah.
No, I would never have thought about the insanity producing potential of a really bad sax player playing 8 hours the same song.
That's funny.
And
Wow.
we got Bert's Place down here. They have nice jazz programs
Yep.
on a regular basis. And no, I don't know if you know this. I got through school on the music scholarship.
I did not know
Yeah,
that.
I really did.
Does MSU have a music department?
Clarinet. Did they? A good
Yeah.
one, yeah.
I do believe that is the only time Illinois wins is on the battlefield at the Battle of the Bands at halftime. But we're usually decimated on the gridiron or on the hardwoods.
You guys got
Change is coming, baby.
Yeah, it is.
Illini, the 2030s belong to us.
Is it a home game with Illinois? Be my guest. We go up
No,
there.
I'm not sure I want to watch that annihilation.
That's funny. Can you take care of old faces like this?
I definitely can.
You can?
John,
Yeah.
look at all this beautiful produce that they have here. Right
Oh
here.
yeah. Oh yeah. I know.
Here you have all kinds of pasta. Look at the different types of styles
Pasta,
of
yeah.
pasta.
And where do the vendors come from? You got vendors from where do they come from?
Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, and Canada.
Wow, wow. And they all rent the space here. That's how the corporation makes a buck or two.
All right.
And they're all how do they rent the space? Do they call Dan or they call the
Yeah,
company?
they call the office. They have a person that signs everybody up.
Right.
They pay, maybe $50 to $100 depending on the size.
That's not very much when you consider what they're going to sell.
That's not very much.
Mine's a quarter apiece.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
And this was the neighborhood.
This was it.
In the early days, this was where people hung out.
Yeah.
And then he expanded a little by little.
Yeah.
That was great.
It's good. The poinsettias, Dan, when Lucy and I come down here, are just incredible. I mean, they're huge and they're reasonable, and that's a big piece of what you're doing, isn't it?
Yeah, the flower business is a big piece of what we do in the spring. It's a big piece of what we do in the fall. It's a big piece of what we do around the holiday times.
Then the flower people, the Flower Growers Association. They have the Sunday after Mother's Day, a week later, they have Flower Day here at Eastern Market. And they came to me and said, how come you're promoting the Eastern Market people but not us? I said, well, they asked. You didn't ask. That's true. And we'll do it for no charge on one condition. What's that? You put a line underneath that says, co-sponsored by Eastern Market Merchants Association. That's all we want. And it started growing from 40,000 people on a Sunday. We went up to 60,000, then 70, and then we did it for 14 years and got it up to about 110,000 people that came here for their flowers. So we started doing things to bring people here. They loved it, food trucks and everything like that. And John is a steady customer, and his wife Lucy.
Yeah, we're down here on Saturdays quite often.
We have in November and December, probably our worst vendor in customer service is the fact that Shed 2, which is not heated, we can't move those vendors inside because of poinsettias.
Right.
And so our future is to someday build a Shed 4 that will be enclosed, which will give us just enough space to pretty much get everybody inside during the months of November and December.
We come on the market. I mean, we want to see the sheds and talk about that.
We'll go right into the sheds.
The sheds.
As we fix the sheds up and they look much more presentable, one of the fastest growing parts of our business, we're a nonprofit, so we depend on income from the rental of the markets to whether it's a vendor or someone having a wedding. That's what supports the operations of the market. And as we fix the sheds up, we've seen a surge of interest in people renting market space for their particular event, whether it's a wedding, whether it's a fundraiser, black tie, or informal, all sorts, GM product launches, list goes on and on and on.
You're still doing that, eh?
Why not?
All right, we're just horsing here. All right, perfect. Okay, come on over here. This is Shed 3. Oh, the corn's good. Oh, we spent a lot of millions on this shed. A lot of events going on in this shed. And of course, on Saturday, it's full with everybody. Wow.
And then shed number 3 is a beautiful shed where they have events now. They have weddings, they have extravaganzas. You can rent it, have all the people come in. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Next door. And then shed 5 is really beautiful. They have same thing, events and people selling flowers and everything. And they have a cooking school inside there.
I've seen that, yes. When you come down here, you park any place you can park. The police seem to cooperate, don't they?
They do.
Because there's all, you park any place you can. It's a lot of times it looks like it's illegal, but you have to get someplace, you know. So that's been the biggest problem you've had at the market?
Yeah, in the past, but it's getting better.
And we like to think that parking is part of the charm of the Saturday market.
It is.
Here.
It is.
Because really, there's no way to solve the parking problem for our peak season. You can't, if you have, you know, during flower season, you could have crowds as big as 50,000 people. And if you can accommodate 20,000 or 15,000 cars conveniently, there would be no other businesses around. One of the secrets to Easter Market is the city's municipal parking garage, which is currently operated free on Saturdays and Sundays.
Yes.
But today, busy as you could come here on Flower Day and still find a parking space in the parking lot.
Yeah, I know you can. In fact, but even a while back when they charged $2, that was no big deal. I mean, if you're driving around looking for a place, a couple of bucks doesn't mean a thing, you know.
I don't know if you remember this or not. You may not have been here, but when the Ford Field was open,
Oh yes.
I get a call from the police department there, the security. The Detroit Lions opened up and didn't have parking. They were told you can't park on the street.
Nope.
And they came to me and I arranged a meeting with the city, and we were able to get them places here in the Eastern Market to park while the game was on.
Well, not only that, but they have their tailgates here too.
The tailgates are here.
Yeah, Lions tailgating. We're still the single largest place for Lions fans to gather before the game.
Right.
That's 8 Sundays a year. We are a sea of blue here at here at the
Tailgating, the whole thing.
Tailgating from early morning to well past the game being over.
I think Eddie told me that the cost $20 if you want to be near Gratiot there.
It used to be, unless it's been
Is it
raised.
changed?
I think the rates are many and varied depending on the size of the vehicle.
I gotcha.
Check our website out at www.easternmarket.com. I have many useless data in my brain, but I don't probably have the current parking fee structure for tailgating.
Right. He's right, and that's we help the Lions out.
That's
All right,
great. Okay,
let's
we
go.
got it? Okay. Oh, there he is. Walnuts, yeah. Oh boy, how much are they? $1. Buying my cookies right now. The crowds are getting better? Better. Yeah, I see those numbers are great, yeah. Saturdays. Are you here Saturday?
Very many, because we don't want Saturday and Sunday to be the same thing. So if you come on Sunday, you're going to see arts demonstrations, you're going to see people making stuff, selling them. We try to program a lot of special events. So we've had Detroit's first ever book festival. It was earlier this summer. It was a huge success. We'll see that again next year. The Renaissance Fair debut party, which is like their 4th annual time they've done that. And then towards the end of the month, the 2nd annual Hazan Food Festival. That's a Jewish American group, and they do a fantastic event. So Sundays is more about fun and stuff. Saturday is about food. And Tuesday is increasingly about wellness and health. So in addition to one shed offering sort of a sampling of what you would find on Saturday, the Shed 3 features a number of exercise classes or health and nutrition education opportunities. So we try to program Tuesdays as kind of a health and wellness festival.
Yeah, and we should give since we're here at the Farmer's Restaurant, we should give them a plug.
Yeah.
Who's the owner?
Jerry Fermanis and his son. His son is here now. They've been here for about almost 50
The
years.
restaurants have really grown down here, haven't they?
I mean, we talk about market days. I certainly want to encourage people. There's a good 30 retail businesses that are open 6 or 7 days a week.
Right.
So, the market year by year is becoming a more compelling place to visit from a retail standpoint.
The stores have done terrific.
And people love all this stuff. It's excitement.
It's excitement, yeah. It's the most exciting place in Detroit on the weekend. There's no question about that.
Now we're passing here. This is a very prominent place. Come on in. Chocolate shop, nut shop.
Yep.
You got gift baskets.
Yeah.
Right?
Honey,
They got all kinds of stuff here. Beautiful.
This company started at the turn of the century.
Yes. And then you have Mootown ice cream next to
It's open, yeah. Love ice cream, terrible. We are going in. I might buy some cheese, actually.
you take them with you, right?
I know, well, I gotta be careful with that, but that's all right. Where'd you get all this stuff?
Well, once they know you're here, all these people come over here to say, babe, buy my stuff.
Yeah, because there's a lot of things here that you couldn't get anyplace else in Detroit.
Yeah, they come here. Once the wholesalers know you're here, they come over here and talk to you.
Yeah, you get your samples first.
Line goes out the door.
line goes out the door. And, it's wild.
It's a great family tradition here.
Okay.
Here is the peanut shop. This is
different than Germax.
This is called Rocky's Peanut Company, and you walk in and everything you want in nuts and candy and everything. I'm sure John would enjoy that.
We'll stop pretty soon. I'll be all out of money. So I think I'll get some more. It's not very many in there. Okay, let's get a few in here. Oh, those are great. I'm gonna put that up there. Good. If I get arrested, you guys are gonna bail me out. Stinkers. So what keeps you up at night? What do you worry about?
The small farmers are always at risk. There's change coming. People are increasingly looking for new and healthier food products. So
Yeah.
we have seen the emergence of, we count as many as 300 food businesses who are trying to help get healthier, more economically successful, and if possible grow and add jobs. And so our work there is just making sure that they have all the skills and all the facilities, the training and the facilities they need to really grow their businesses. McClure's Pickles is probably the single greatest success story so far. Two brothers started packing grandparents' recipe pickles on mom and dad's back porch out in Troy. 10 years later, they're at a former auto parts manufacturing facility not too far from the market, and they and their 35 employees are packing pickles for sale all throughout North America and in 5 foreign countries.
Well, not only that, but if you like Bloody Marys, you get big bottles of their stuff also.
The entrepreneurial spirit is alive in Detroit, no better exhibited by the McClure brothers, who took a waste product, pickle brine,
Isn't that wild?
put it in an apothecary bottle and charge you $15 to use in your Bloody Marys. And
Oh, my kids love
that,
it.
to me, is that's
cool.
inspirational.
That's pretty cool. Okay, the Eastern Market been here for a couple hundred years. So why has it survived this long-standing item? Why has that happened?
Because it's a draw for interesting people of all countries, all nations, all nationalities. You can stand on the corner, any one of these corners, and you can see people from every nationality walking by, happy that they're here, buying what they need, and then they go home. So it's a place where it's a people meeting place. It's what it is. And it's the excitement of meeting the dealers and hear them wheel and deal the price and the whole thing. We have to survive.
Have to survive.
Eastern Market's a special place in the world. One is being a launching pad for family businesses, and the other would be as a place where all people are welcome. And I think those are really rich traditions that this place is. Best psychic income of any job I've ever had is walking around, sometimes stumbling around Southeast Michigan and bumping into people. And it seems like every 5th or 6th person has a story to tell about some family member that got off a boat or a plane and came to Eastern Market, started selling, and it led to some family empire in some form of business.
So in terms of you, Ed Deeb in the Eastern Market, so we had the sheds, we got the food, we got all. So what's your favorite part of this whole place down here? What do you love the most?
Of the Eastern Market, I just love being here. Like on a Saturday, it's jammed with people. I know most of the merchants there and the peddlers. I know a lot of people here, so I walk up and we buy some of our produce and fruits and other things. But it's like a reunion. Every week is a reunion.
Well done, kid.
Thank you for everything. You're a good man, classmate here.
You know, as Eddie said, every time you come to the Eastern Market, it's really a reunion. It's amazing to see the spirit of everyone here. It's a special place, and it's a great tradition in Detroit. Thanks for watching. This has been Coffee Break with John Prost. Geez, I tell you, that's the only problem with cell phones is that I inadvertently push something and they call. You know how that is? Oh my God! You know, and then sometimes my friends call me back and say, "You just gave me a butt call." You know, a butt dial. It's wonderful. I do like them though. So we've had a lot of fun down here. What would you like to do now, James? What do you think?